We should be live. Should be here. Should be awesome. But yes. Welcome to the stream. Now, we didn't do last week's snapshot, mainly because I was not feeling well that day. So we kind of had to set it all the way up here, and I'm glad I waited because there's actually a bug in the last snapshot where what is it called? Like, the game would crash if you, well, the game or server would crash if you went to a place that was supposed to spawn allays and you couldn't, they wouldn't load with the allays apparently, or something like that. And hopefully that's fixed. I kind of want to start a new world later, but let me see if that bug is fixed. Wardens can create light, barriers, or structure voids particles when digging. Okay, that's interesting. That is a bug. Oh, there's a lot of Warden bug fixes. Dang. Oh, jeez. I don't see any allay bugs. Actually, let me... Why? Let me do search find. Allay. Allay? Allay. Server hangs and game stops responding when loading a chunk containing a structure with allay. And that looks to be fixed. Hopefully we can start that up. That would be great. But yes. We are going to check out we're going to check out 22W14A first. Instead of the last time where we just went with the last snapshot first, and then we went with this week's snapshot. So this week we have Mangrove Trees. We have Mangrove Trees and their biomes. So we have Mangrove Swamps, yada yada. So we're going to look at that. Also, I think we looked at some weird modes. Okay. Let's prepare for world creation. Apparently there's a bug where it's taking longer to create worlds at the moment, which is weird. But if you ever want to play these snapshots on your own, you might expect that. Hey, Victor Campos, the Sylvia PE Windows 10 edition. The snapshot, it's real? Yes, it's real. You can always find the links in the video description, in the stream description. They're always linked, so you always know what we're going over. But yes, let's make another world. Let's make it Snapshoto. Snapshot. You'd be like, oh snap. Oh snappers. And then we go creative, we'll go hard. Let's see. And let's turn off some stuff. We don't need the advanced time of day, we don't need the weather. And I think that's good. More world options. Let's choose a random seed. Actually, let's choose let's choose the name for the seed again to the same stuff so that we always see what changes in this world. And hello all. Hey, hello Mr. Crafter37. How are you doing? How are you doing today? By the way, if I haven't said that already, how are any of you doing today? It's real. It just came out. Yes. It just came out like at 11. So we got our world. Oh snappers. We're going in. And we're coming, yeah, to a close. It's taking a very long time to create worlds, compared to past versions. But we're here. Yep, we're here. We're back in this biome, this lonely biome, but we should go into spectator mode, because if you go into the deep dark, here's something that has changed. Actually, effect, give me night vision. Why would I do 10? Okay, true, high particles. So, in the last snapshot 13A, there's this thing called the Skull Shriekers down here, right? And it looks like their position really hasn't changed. But if we go into creative mode here, you can see there is a can summon thing. A can summon tag here, which means that only Shriekers that you find in the world will be able to summon the Warden, right? So that means that if you're coming into this is a change to any advice that I gave before, where you can just break these, right? But no, you can just these are like spawners now. You can't really move them. You can't do anything with them. You really have to stay here if you want the Warden, right? So yeah, that's a little tidbit there that we can gloss over. But yeah. Boy, look at all these mobs down here, you know? Oh, there's a baby axolotl. But yes, in this snapshot, you can find the Mangrove Swamp biome, Mangrove Grove biomes. So we can locate that. Locate biome Mangrove Swamp. Okay. So we should be able to find this. And we should be able to teleport to it. And I want to see how it looks like. It's a small one. Okay. Brilliant. This is a great showcase right here. I've never seen such a graceful swamp. Okay. But as you can see, the mud is spawned in, right? The roots are up here. There's no place for the water, but there's dead bushes and there's regular grass. And look at the color of the grass too, actually. It's actually not bad. Like the way that it blends in with the mud, it's not actually that bad. But as you can see, the mangrove trees are grown like this, right? Actually, I should stop being in spectator mode. The mangrove trees are like this. They have the propagules at random growth stages, right? And we can actually grow these propagules if we just one of these, right? No, that wasn't fully grown. Let's get a propagule. These textures look kind of weird. Not gonna lie. But if we get a propagule, we should be able to grow our very own mangrove tree, not in the mangrove biome directly. Actually, I'm not sure if that's great. Let's get rid of the grass around it. Yeah, okay. So here's how it grows, as you can see. It kind of like grows on the roots here. And then underneath, like where, okay, I think this is where we grew it, right? Underneath it, the main root is not, so all the roots should surround the main trunk, but the main trunk should grow up from the center propagule, and it grows out a little bit. Okay, so it has a little property where it can grow out like that. Let's grow some more and see what kind of variants we can add. Okay. Oh. Oh, that's a really tall one. Look at that. Look at that. It's got really long roots too. So this one grows like tall as a jungle tree, actually. And it doesn't look like this this wood branches off. Also, let's see. Can we I deleted all the wood, right? It doesn't look like the leaves are despawning, are they? No, they are despawning, so the roots don't matter when you're you can just delete the trunks, right? Hey, Showfation. How are you doing? Showfashioned? How are you doing today? But yeah, we got this small tree here. I mean, I said small. Pretty big, actually. Pretty big tree for what it's worth. Although it took quite a lot of bone meal to grow. I'm not sure if that's great. Let's see if we can grow them like side by side, you know what I mean? Like in a row. I think this would be a good little test here. Hey Tabby, how are you doing? How are you doing? Okay, we got one that grew like this. Okay, it goes pretty far. Let's see, how much is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6? 6 away from the center? I don't know if we have any other examples, but can we grow them right underneath the roots? We can. So you can grow them underneath the roots. Yeah, you can grow them directly underneath the roots. And it gets kind of gangly like this. Okay, that's very interesting. Oh, it's a very thick piece of wood too. It's a very thick structure here. But yeah, you can now get the mangrove mangrove roots like that. But maybe we'll try to find another biome where this actually a bigger biome, so that we can see like a whole swamp here. Because I think we found one of the rarer small ones. Let's TP ourselves. Let's see. Let's TP ourselves 1,000 blocks this way. And then let's locate Mangrove Swamp again. The coordinates are different so that we can find it. Oof, lol. But we have ALLAY. Yes. Okay. We're in another mangrove swamp, and this time it's actually bordering a swamp, which is nice. So let's actually get on the ground and get a feel for it. Let me actually, what is it called? Get the block sounds a little bit higher. Is that the block sounds even going that high? I feel like it's not really going high. Let's see. Block sounds, maybe ambient environment as well. Players, maybe, because I'm walking on it. And also, the roots are kind of weird because it's not really lit up on the other side here. The best thing ever, copper horns, when you're living under a rock wall, but yeah. It was made out, so don't jealous. Okay, that's interesting stuff you're talking about here. But yeah, we're in this mangrove biome, and we got this, the muddy mangrove root. So these guys almost look like lichen, right? And it's kind of weird. I feel like they would have made them lichen, like if you put actually I can't put lichen on mud. Okay, I mean maybe not on this side of the mud, maybe on this side. No, I can't put lichen on mud in general. Maybe on the bottom side? Okay, I can put it on the bottom side of mud, but I don't think it can put on any other side of mud, which is interesting. But this almost looks like lichen on the mud, which I thought it would be, like a little woody lichen when it was placed, but apparently it just replaces the mud that it grows on into muddy mangrove roots, you know. Okay, so we get regular vines here. Very interesting, but I don't see any water. It's like very muddy, but still there's still a lot of grass. Maybe they should put more mud in here. Oh, there one of them spawned with a beehive. Interesting. It's very laggy. I'm getting like stutters every. Okay, let's do this. Let's set the frame rate to like 120 or something. Hopefully we don't get these stutters. But I feel like we're still getting stutters. So yeah, I don't know what's happening. It's just very stuttery. The mangroves were added in the latest Bedrock beta. Yeah, they were just added. That one fall by itself? I have no idea. Okay, there's still some problems with the generation. You know, there's supposed to be something here, and it's growing off of nothing. I mean, it's kind of atmospheric. It's just very heavy, you know? It's very heavy, and even if I find water here, right? Like, I'm in water right now. But like, I can't really swim through this, right? You can't really get a chest boat through this. It's not really a place that you want to live, I guess, or travel through. Because you can't even really get up on these roots. You know what would be interesting if you can climb like roots. That would be a fun thing, right? But yeah, this bee is like stuck here apparently. I think it's trying to get to that propagule and harness its power. But yeah, as we go among this, let's have a look from the outside, because it's kind of like dense here, right? It's very dense. It's almost jungle dense. Actually, I could probably say it's jungle dense. But look at this. Oh, look at this. It kind of borders the jungle here. That is very interesting. Kind of borders the jungle here. It's got a lot of mud, but I feel like if you were to mine all this mud, it would just disappear pretty easily. Like, some of this is like mud, a lot of mud, but there's still a lot of patches of grass. Maybe the mud should go a little bit deeper, or either the mud should be more more consuming than the grass, you know? But yeah, this is pretty thick. I'm not sure how the Bedrock team is doing for this. Not Bedrock team. What they're doing for Bedrock here, because jungles are already more sparse in Bedrock Edition, and this looks as tightly packed as a jungle. And also, this is kind of interesting. I'm not sure. Is this a chunk border? No, it is not. But it's really flat. Yeah, they have really flat sides sometimes, but they grow really large too. Like this one grows hugely. Like if you really want to take down these trees, you kind of have to have scaffolding or ladders, right? Hope you can sink in mud when you stay there a long time. Well, mud is like soil, right? So you're at 66 right here, right? 66, and when you go down, you go down on one what is it? One bit of a block. I was gonna say 1/12 of a block. I don't think that's correct. I think it's 1/8. So you do sink in it, which is why when you get close to water, right? You get pushed by water even though you're technically on the block, right? You're in the water's hitbox, right? But as soon as you step out, like you get kind of like you have like regular blockish, but it doesn't slow you down like slow sand, like soul sand, right? So that's how it works there. But yeah, I kind of actually, how fast can you mine the mangrove roots with a netherite axe? Actually, what is the it's mineable axe. Okay. So what if I enchant myself with efficiency 5? Is that instant? It is instant. Okay. So it is instant if you have an efficiency 5 without having what is it called? What am I talking about? Without having haste. So you can destroy these pretty fast, the roots, I mean. You can really just come in here and destroy all the roots first if you want to get rid of everything to get all the mud. So I guess that's cool. But one of the mud things that we have seen before, but we have to look at. Maybe we can do it with muddy mangrove roots too. But the conversion to clay. So that was clay. if you didn't know, that was clay. Like you got pointed dripstone and regular dripstone. So this is basically taking the fact that dripstone drips water, right? But it can also drip water out. So you got a mud block there. Let's try muddy mangrove roots to see if it like drips out the mud in it or something like that. But we can probably set the random tick speed to something high. Okay, there it goes. And everything is dying or something. No, all the vines are growing. And as you can see, it converted to mud, right? So that's how that works. It doesn't work for the muddy roots, unfortunately. But yeah, you can get like a whole bunch of this and strip out all the water and make clay blocks. Now, clay is renewable. Cool, right? But yes, here's another thing in the snapshot. Besides that, we got soul shards, and I'll show you where we find the soul shards later. Is this in the snapshot? So we do have a recovery compass, but we can't search up soul shard. Is there not a soul shard item? Okay, there is a soul shard. It's called an echo shard. Okay. That's interesting. It's called an echo shard. I was searching up soul shard. Even though it says soul shard in the article, it's actually called an echo shard. So how you make this is actually in crafting table, right? And then you take a regular compass. Take a regular compass like this. and we format it like this, and you get a recovery compass. Now, what the recovery compass does, oh, I made a lot of them by accident. What the recovery compass does is that if you die, it will point to where you died, and this is per dimension. So, if you die in the overworld, let's say that you died in the overworld, right? It would not spin like this. It would direct you towards your point of death. Now, if you died in the Nether, right? It will spin like this in the overworld, but in the Nether, it will point to your death right there, and we could test it out pretty easily. So where are we again? We're at negative 1,000, negative 1,3500, right? So we die here. Let's actually game roll, keep inventory on. Keep inventory true. Yada. So we should die here, and we'll respawn at spawn. Right. Kill. I'm at spawn. So I'm at spawn here, and look, it is dead set in the direction where I would have died. So we can fly all the way there if we want to, but I think we'll just TP ourselves. TP me. I got a 1,000, 3,500, right? So we should be close to where I died, which is right there. And it look at it. It is pointing to our death location. So you can find yourself. You can find where you died from it, basically. And this would be true. Like you don't have to have this compass on you when you die, right? You just have to craft it, and it will remember the place where you died. So if you have one of these, it's probably one of those items you don't want to keep on your inventory unless you're trying to find somewhere where you died, right? But I think one of the downsides of this compass thing is that no matter what Y level you're on, you probably won't forget what Y level you're on, right? And if you find the place where you died, right, it won't tell you which Y level you're on, which means that you're gonna have to search up the whole thing, especially if you barely have any good resources and materials, right? You're going to be, what is it called? You're going to be digging through lots of deep slate if you died in the caves and stuff like that. But I think it's a very useful tool already to have to find your way back, you know. So where do you find these echo shards? Well, let me tell you one thing. It is the reason why you should go to the ancient cities. Now, the ancient cities were added in the last snapshot. And we should be able to find them. Also, I gave myself night vision, and it's gone because I killed myself. But yeah, we can go deep down, find the ancient city in this beautiful dripstone cave. Look at this. We found another ancient city. Now, the ancient cities have changed since we last looked at it in the deep dark snapshot. They have these wood and wool structures now, and the hallways are a bit wider so that the Warden could really move around. You know what I mean? But we can get rid of everything we have here and look in these chests. So you get a few echo shards per chest, I think. See that? So we got Skulk, we got Sweeping Edge, Protection 4, Mending. I keep opening these. But we got some enchanted golden apples. Hey, look at that. That's some good loot right there. If you're having trouble finding those things, you can find them there, you know? Swift Sneak 3, right there. You can find that. Then we got a Warden coming out. Hello there, Warden. What's going on, boy? But yeah, you can just keep searching these chests. So we got 3 there and another enchanted golden apple. Oh, got another one spawning. And raiding these things with friends would be scary. Also, we got new rooms as well. This is an ice room. What's it? This very interesting. But yeah, you can go down here And this is the reason why there are snowballs in the underground. There's a reason why the snowballs are in the underground. Yeah, you can open that. The water will go there. But it looks like these are pretty rare. Because you get some amethyst shards, but those are not echo shards. Huh. Okay, this is a little, oh, that's interesting. Quite a bit of loot there. But this looks like a two-story building. Two-story apart. This looks like a broken tower here, too. Look at this. Yeah, there's like... there's some good loot somewhere. But some of these might not have that great of loot, I guess. And we got another Warden altar, or whatever those are. Another one with chest. Okay, so they're kind of rare. The echo shards, you might be able to just make one. You might be able to just make one. One recovery compass per, like, ancient city. Did I say recovery compass? Are those what they're called again? Yeah, they are called recovery compasses. But it looks pretty rare. There's like I'm looking through all these chests and we still haven't found it. Okay, we found the music disc. We found a new music disc. That was in the last update. But they're not really that, they're really not that common, so you might be out of luck after you find an ancient city and you only got like 7 shards or something after looting all the chests. But look at all these wood structures, man. Oh, look at this. I think we found enough to make ourselves a recovery compass, but I don't know if that's one ancient city per recovery compass. Okay, this is a little bit more rundown. But they do give you compasses inside, which kind of tells you that you can make something with them, maybe. Are there any more chests? Oh. Hey, we got a regular head. Got a regular head down here. Looked in here yet? No, we haven't. We looked in here yet? That's a lot of shards, but no recovery, no echo shards. Yeah, I don't think you're gonna get much out of it. Like, this is a big ancient city, but I don't know if you if you can get a full compass sometimes, or maybe not, right? But actually, is this part of a mineshaft too, or is this like? No, I think it's part of the structure. I was thinking this intersected with a mineshaft, but maybe not. So you can come here. Apparently there's a way to get into this room, maybe. Okay. I think you can get into the room. I think this might be one of the rooms where you have to eat to get in. No, I don't know. whatever the puzzle is here, I am not knowing it right now. It's not a boss fight. The study is Among Us statue. King B-Dog said it would. It should be. Stop with Among Us. Jeez. Hey, Legs, what's going on? How are you doing? Bro, stop lying. Why the hell would someone ruin a game that has 500 million people playing it? King B-Dogs is a developer, sir. King B-Dogs is a developer. King B-Dogs is a developer. Gun installs are not valuable now. When we were looking through this, like, we only found like 1. So they're pretty valuable still. It's just that this is another place where you can get just 1, right? Out of the blue. As part of the structure. Yeah, this spawned in the ancient city now. Lol, I opened it accidentally and I don't know how. Ooh, redstone. Yeah. So if you get in here somehow, you're able to learn some redstone. So, okay, what this one is that it's showing you that that like wool can include sounds, right? Or sound vibrations. So I'm not sure if there's a, yeah, there is. Okay, So there is a place where you can just... Okay. So you can stand here. Okay, it does make it somewhat clear. You stand here, make a sound, and the door should open. Okay. So, not make a sound, make a vibration. So, it does make it clear above that you can do that. But basically it's just telling you that you can include the sound here. You can include the vibrations getting to the skulk sensor with this. But with wool, right? And what that does is that you also see that it's waterlogged, right? Which means it won't make any sounds, other vibrations otherwhere else, right? So once you make a sound, once you make a vibration, I keep saying that, it goes into here, which is a delay circuit. So this gets a 5 delay, not 5, 15 delay. So then it steps it down every single tick and stuff like that. And this turns on, which turns off the doors here. And then you can see the other redstone stuff that you can do, which you can probably see here. So Electric can get a comparator out, right? And a target block can be used as a target block. Sorry about that. And you can power through solid blocks and not transparent blocks, which is interesting. It's actually pretty overgrown here. This is very interesting. I don't know what this room is for. Maybe like a restroom. Yeah, a restroom. I don't know what these rooms are for. These are just random tea break rooms or something. Just like, hello, we are here. And also, if you want to get out of here, you can probably do another thing there. But as you can see, this powers the doors. The circuit here powers the doors. So you got an extender here. I don't know if this is 15 blocks or less, but yeah, this door contraption works in Bedrock and Java. But if you know anything about Java, you can get rid of these and it will still work because of quasi-connectivity. If you didn't know. I hope the Skulk Shriekers, when waterlogged, will produce a wailing sound for the deep sea creature like whales. Interesting. Like, it's not everything in just you hope happens. I believe. Or I know. Just like totally get you. Not everything you say is real. Hold on, let me grab a drink. My throat is parched, and my throat is still under construction. Okay, that should be okay. That should be great. I should be back in business, but this has been the ancient city here, which is different from the first time we looked at it. We also get the waterlogged Skulk Shriekers there as well. Not Shriekers, sensors there. And another thing that has changed since the last snapshots, not last snapshots, I keep saying that, the Deep Dark snapshot, is that the reinforced deep slate is no longer movable. It used to be movable. You can still destroy it, but it is no longer movable, which means that those movable wither cages that you saw probably earlier on are not applicable to this snapshot, and probably to 1.19 and beyond. But other than that, there has been some structural changes, there has been some movement changes, and there has been a specific loot structure specific loot called the Echo Shard given here. Also, I'd say the enchanted golden apples are worth coming in here for, right? As well. And I would love to see like speedrun battles where people come in here, right? And they people choose to come in here, right? And they choose to go and grab some of these some of these enchanted golden apples from here, because you can get a lot. Look, you can get the regen too. You don't even have to go to the nether. You just have to try to find this place, and I'm not sure how you're going to try to find this place. But if you do find this place as a goal for like a speedrun challenge, right? Then you might get lucky and get some good stuff. So where is the entrance to this place? I have no idea. Should be, yeah, it's this side. Okay, this is the entrance. It doesn't look like it's changed that much, but it looks like it has been extended somewhat. Yeah, that's been Ancient Cities. Yeah, break end portals. Yeah, you can't break the end portal frames. You cannot break those end portal frames. You can only break, you can break these ones, but you can't break the end portal frames. Imagine if you can, imagine if you could break the end portal frames. You, you can literally deny the end to everyone else on the server, or even in your survival world. And this one has no use right now, right? This doesn't do anything. It's just here to look aesthetically like the Warden as well. So that's that for that. Yeah, I think we've gone through the 14A here. So Mangrove Swamps, Mangrove Trees. It has a chance of spawning a bee nest, so it's like one of the other ones. Actually, it has a chance without having to need like if you don't know, bees need flowers. Like other trees need flowers, kind of basically, in order to spawn a bee nest once they grow, right? Or they have a better chance of that. But it looks like mangrove trees just spawn with bee nests properly. Like they just like you can just grow them and then a bee nest will spawn regardless. If like without a need for a flower. So that's kind of interesting. Located in warmer, more humid places, you'd find the normal swamp biome in Minecraft. Here you can find bees and warm frogs. The floor of this biome is coated in thick layer of mud, so be sure to pick your best boots. Have a nice boat ride under and a ranch larger than life roots of mangrove trees. Now here's the thing, I haven't found one. I haven't found one that has a good river structure. So let's try to find another one, I guess. I mean, I think this is close to the one that we found before. Yeah, it looks to be actually like the same one. Yeah, it looks to be the same one. I mean, I guess this is one, but if you try to boat around here, you can't really get through it. Get through to the other side here. I mean, I guess you can. It's just kind of wonky, kind of weird. Yeah, you can get through it, but you don't really get anywhere. Yeah, these rivers are not that great, but you can see that the bees will spawn here. I mean, this is another place where you can get a lot of bees, I guess. So basically, if you see Mangrove Swamp biome and you need bees, this is the place for it. Hi, I just joined. Hey, Breadcrumb Boy, how are you doing? How are you doing? You won't sing on your mud if you had leather boots? Yeah, it takes so long to break the reinforced deep slate. Just bring leather boots everywhere, you know? just like leather boots. Oh. that would be funny if leather boots just prevent you from sinking. It's like it's just like let me put on my good old Uggs. But yeah. So the new recovery compass, like I said, we can probably test it out if we just die again. So we'll test out the recovery compass in the nether. We're gonna be here. And I'll summon a portal here. Portal. Set block. Nether portal. So we're going in Nether. And then we'll die on this island. We'll die on this island. Kill? We died on the island? Actually, where did we put the portal? Okay, there there it is. So let's get ourselves a recovery compass. So as you can see, it's spinning out in the overworld. But let's go back into Nether. And it's not spinning wildly. So basically, we just follow it. Should be able to get to where we are. Where we died. We're just around here. And yeah, we died right there. So let's try it in the end. Let's set block. And the portal. Okay. As you can see, it's bugging out in this biome. Let's die next to the portal here. As you can see, it's bugging out in the overworld. And then we'll see it bug out in the Nether. Yep, it's bugging out in the Nether. And then we go into the end. And it's not bugging out. It's leading us straight to where we died. Now, obviously, if you want to get your stuff back... Also, is this purple? Is this background purple? Or is it gray? Is the end background purple or gray? This looks weird. I don't... Is this supposed to look like this? Is it supposed to look like this? I don't think it's supposed to. But also, yeah, if you die on your way back, you're gonna reset your recovery compass. So that's the thing you gotta worry about, right? Let's kill, at E... Where's that thing? Type Ender Dragon. He died. Goodbye. It's purple. Try night vision. Yeah, I think my colors might be messed up. Or I'm getting blind. I'm becoming more colorblind, you know. Maybe everything's messed up around me. Don't worry about it, though. So, let's go over the rest of the stuff for this snapshot, because it's a little bit interesting. The Warden will now get angry at all living mobs that bump into it, not just players. So, only players, if you didn't know, the Warden would get angry at you instantly as you crouched up against it, right? If you got into its hitbox. But now this applies to every mob. So, no mob is safe. If you touch the Warden, it gets really angry and it hates you, and you don't get dinner for the night. Now there's a cat types. Huh. Cat type feels an entity with type Minecraft cat has been replaced by variant. Okay. So, if you didn't know, you can summon, like, you can summon a frog, right? With, like, no AI 1, right? But you can also make it have a variant 1, right? So you got variant 1 here. Variant 2. Actually, is that how you do it? No, I'm doing it wrong. Is it called variant? Or is this like not... Let's actually get a frog here. Let's not have it have a variant, but let's have it no AI, and then I'll get entity get. Or data get entity that. So what is it? Variant. Oh, it has to be a name. Okay. So temperate is the name for that. Let's see if I summon a cat. It's not like it's a number, so I can't edit that, I guess. So I can get data get entity this guy, and this one is variant black. So these guys now have variants, I guess, or you can summon them with the variant, right? With numerical values being replaced with string IDs. So these are not numerical values anymore. So these are guys you need string to represent the variant that you want to summon, which is interesting. So mutually exclusive tests in entity predicate have been collapsed to type-specific field. Item delivered to player, advancement trigger, ALLAY drop item on block, advancement trigger. Okay, interesting. Predicates. Yeah, I'm not gonna go over these stuff. Oh, there's a British cat. Let's get a British cat out here. Let's summon a cat and let's do variant British. Okay. So we got a British cat now. And the frog has variants of... So the frog has a variant of warm. And then there's a frog variant of... We'll do this. Cold. So those are the three frogs, and there are different names for the cats, and I don't know the full list. But yeah, that's how they roll. Very interesting. It's a British cat. I don't know how it's British. But you tell me. Also applies to axolotls. Let's just summon a regular axolotl. Let's see. Let's try a variant, no variant axolotl. So what would this be? What would this be? Data get entity that they die? What was that sound? No, this one has a numerical variant. Okay. So that's variant 0 here. And then we can go through variant 1s. Variant, I am not spelling it right. Variant 1. No? Variant 2? Okay, interesting. Oh. Okay, I have to capitalize it, I think. Yeah, I have to capitalize it. Yeah, variant 1, variant 2. Variant 3. And then variant 4. Okay. So we got all the axolotls here. I like how their legs are just hanging down, you know? What's an axolotl? You don't know what an axolotl is? They kill my friendly aquatic mobs. 1.17, my bro. Oh. Yeah, those pink things. Bro moment. I prefer the green one. That's an axolotl. It wasn't announced, it was only seen. You can see it in the 1.17 trailer. What did I miss? Trailers are unreliable. Trailers are basically showing pre-release versions. Snapshot versions. They do get changed when we do all the snapshots, but look at all these guys. So these guys are capital V variants, which have numerical values. Right. And these guys are uncapital variants, but they have strings. Right. Like, it's interesting, but also maybe you can do it with the frog still, right? Let's try to get a regular frog out here. Let's do it like variant 1. Variant 2? Yeah, they don't correspond to anything. Which is a rip. So those numbers don't correspond to any strings. They just have their own what is it? Temperate, warm, cold. And these guys are just numbers. So one was it 2? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Or was it 0? It's 0 to 4. It's still 1 to 5. But these guys are, this is British, this is black. I don't know what the other names are, but you can probably guess. It doesn't exist, yeah. How do I know it doesn't exist? Because the blue one is the last one. And it has, and it's a rarity. It's a rare one. You can only get it through breeding. Brown, lazy, joyful, aggressive. Pink one is Lucy. Variant Lucy. Variant Trevor. Variant Bob. Variant Adam. Variant Eve. Just like have random names. Oh, that'd be funny. But yeah, there's a lot of bugs here that basically is just there's a lot of bugs in this that has been fixed in these snapshots here. And I'll just go over them like generically. So it's basically skull sensors and skull shriekers stuff. Not being in the creative inventory or has proper subtitles and stuff like that. Frogs eating named slimes and magma cubes are logged in consoles. Warden could create light barriers or structure void particles when digging. So basically, when they dig out and they dig back down, they just make weird particles, which is interesting. Warden's digging sound is the same as emerging sound. Vertical movement of Wardens is too sensitive. Yeah, they were going up really fast. Actually, let's see that. If you didn't know, Wardens went up really fast in water streams. Well, let's see if that's still the case. So we can get a Warden Spawn Egg, and let's get ourselves water. If you didn't see any of the videos, okay, that was interesting. Regarding their swim speed up. Okay, they're slower now. They were super fast before. Is it after that sheep or something? But yeah, another change in the Warden that was in a Deep Dark Snapshot was that they actually sunk to the ground like iron golems through water. But now they don't sink into water. Also, they're not treated as undead mobs, so you can't smite them faster. You can't use smite against them and it won't it will kill them, right? So I don't know if you got what I said there. But if you used smite before, it would have killed the Warden faster, but now they're not undead mobs, so or they're not considered undead mobs, so is that guy after the fish? Can he even go down in the water? Like are you safe if you're just underwater? I mean, he's angry. This Warden is angry. Doesn't look like he knows how to dive down. And that would be terrifying. That would be terrifying. Just like seeing it swim towards you. Like, dang. If you see it like, if you see it roar above you and then it dives towards you, that would be insanely scary. Harriet Bob, he has name. His name is Robert Paulson. Who? But yeah, so that's that. Anger Wardens play. Warden takes notice angrily sound when hit in survival on top of their hurt sound. Okay, so they doubled up on sounds in one bug report. The Warden indefinitely roars when attacked by multiple entities. Okay, so it won't go to attack, basically, if it's in roar state. Activated Skulk Shriekers fail to summon the Warden when broken. Activated Skulk Shriekers fail to summon Warden if you run away. Warden does not spawn, does not appear in spawner. Okay, that's interesting. How do they look in spawners? I can get myself a monster spawner right here. Give spawner. There we go. Dang, they spawn so fast. Huh. But why do they spawn? Why do they spawn? It's daytime. Shouldn't spawners not activate in daytime? What the heck? Wardens can spawn in water. Apparently they can't spawn in water. So basically, I guess that means that if a place is flooded, right, then they can actually spawn in the water, even though they will rise up and probably drown or something. Which is interesting. Warden will attack their teammates. Okay, you can have Wardens on the same team. Warden someone with silent attack still plays a heartbeat sound. The sound of Warden scrolling angrily, uncontrolled by hostile creature sound. The Warden is invisible for a split second when spawned in a spawner or spawn egg. Okay. I'd never noticed that, but apparently it does happen. Skulk Shriekers are not activated when the player is writing something. Ah. Oh, so you could have just gone into ancient cities with like you could have just gone into ancient cities with like a horse or something and you would never activate the Skulk Shrieker. That's funny. I never would have thought of that because I wouldn't bring a horse down underneath, but you would probably you would probably cheese the ancient city like that. Attack target is invulnerable and definitely roars. Skull Catalyst and Skull Veins only drop when broken by Silk to Cho. Warden spawns when far away. Warden forgets targets on world reload. Okay. So you just reload the world when the Warden is chasing after you. That was a good fix there. Wardens forget targets on world reload is... Oh, no, that's not what I mean. So Z-Fighting can be seen on the wings of ALLAYs. Okay. I think we're gonna go straight to the ALLAYs. Now, where can we find the ALLAYs? We have done a lot of... I'm not gonna read the rest of this. We're gonna go straight to what we missed in the last snapshot last week, which is the ALLAYs, and hopefully we can find one. If we can locate ourselves in Outpost. It's something 0. It's interesting. Did they spawn here? I think they should, but they're not. The one? No. They're not spawning. Are they still not spawning? I guess an Iron Golem should be there as well, but... Or could be there as well. Let's see. Let's TP ourselves, like, another 1,000 blocks in one direction. Ooh, that's interesting. Okay. And let's locate another pillager outpost. We still finding the other one. TPR says another 1,000 blocks. Okay, another pillager outpost. Dang it. Go on. Oh, there we go. A new one. There we go. They don't spawn when there's no vents above. Oh, rip. Oh, we got one in a cave. Yeah, there's not... I don't see anything here, so... I guess they should really up the spawns here, you know? You know what I mean? I feel like they should really up the ALLAY spawns. But I guess we won't be finding one there. Let's try to locate a woodland mansion. Mansion. Just called a mansion. Locate that, and let's see if we can find some allays, right? So one of the things that was fixed since the last snapshot was that it would crash when you when you try to find allay spawning structures, and that shouldn't be the case anymore. I think all the yeah, all the prisons should be down below. Where are the rest of the prisons? Where's the staircase down? Okay, this is the staircase up, where we came from. Okay, this is the staircase down. There should be a prison down below, maybe. If we're lucky. Okay, another evoker room. Another map room. A library. Oh, we got a cat. Anything inside the cat? No. Nothing inside the cat. Oh, there is a prison down below. And there's nothing in here. Let's actually give ourselves a night vision. Effect. Give me night vision. This is just one prison room though. We should probably we might find more. Okay, random door. Random flower room. This is the stairs into the place. The building. This is random. For the big mansion. Not that much to see here. Okay, really interesting. What the heck is this? Is this an evoker with a wand? Same place. Huh. Okay, maybe effect give at E type equals ALLAY. Glowing. 100. No entity was found. This place does not have any allays, apparently. I guess we'll look somewhere else. We'll look somewhere else. Let's TP ourselves like let's DRP ourselves like 10,000 blocks. And try to find ourselves a mansion here. Okay, we found another mansion. We'll try to find another bit of allay. Oh, this one's like halfway in water. Let's try to find some rooms. Okay, we got a random room like that. Give me an allay. You know, maybe I'll just search it up. No, entity was found. Okay, we didn't get lucky with the prison here as well. I feel like we're not gonna get that lucky, especially if you're gonna basically not be able to find many woodland mansions in your world. Prisons are always on the first floor, if I remember correctly. Yeah, they don't spawn when there's no fence above. Oh yeah, too creative, bummer. Let's try to find a pillager outpost. These allays are rare for some reason. Okay. Bruh. Okay, there's iron golems. There's still no fence above them. There's just like no allays. There's just like no allays around here. I feel a bit sad. we're not finding any allays. Let's teleport another 10,000 blocks out. For another pillager outpost. Try to find another allay through there. Mm-hmm. No. No allay. Let's try to find another mansion then. Another mansion is found. Let's search for the allays. Oh, okay. We found them. We found them. We finally found them. After three mansions. Hey, we found some. That one looked kind of green for a second. Yay. And there, it said 14 targets, right? So it's kind of interesting, but like, why did I have to travel so far? So it looks like there's one in this cell. I think there's up to 3 in each cell. So 2 here, 3 in here, 2 here, 1 here, 2 here, 1 here, 1 here. So it doesn't matter. Oh no, 2 here. It doesn't matter the size of the cell. Like this one is the largest one, right? And this one has 1 and the other one has 3, right? But you do get the allays. Nice, damn, stacked. Engine is the way to go. But yeah, if you could find one like in a pillager outpost, that'd be great. I feel like it could be interesting if they made allays breedable, but I'm not sure how that would work. Also, look at this. Like, this mansion is like... This mansion has a big 3rd floor-ish, kind of. Actually, not that big. What is this? I've never seen the 3rd floor look like this here. It's like you just... Huh. That's interesting. Recap, please. We'll do a little recap. There are ghosts too. There are ghosts though. A ghost that can place through blocks. So basically the allay was supposed to be... was the evolution of the wisp idea. So they're supposed to be like magical fairy-like creatures. But yeah. This, going through 3 mansions, these mansions are like pretty big. Are pretty big and pretty far apart, so you might not get a good amount of allays even if you try, right? And look down here. We actually found an ancient city. Like, I saw Deep Dark and I was like, no way. Well, we did find an ancient city here, which is interesting. What the heck is this? What the heck is this? Like a dead Steve body? Yeah, these are part of the structures. So yeah, basically ancient cities were re-added and they have some changes. There's quite a few blocks over there. Actually, is this the same one that we visited before? Is this the same same one? No, it isn't. This is a different okay, is this the one where you eat? Okay. No, you just had to make a sound, I guess. Yeah. So yeah, they mark it up. They mark up the type or the place where you should stand with what is it called? I don't know what it's called. I am blanking. With the chiseled deep slate. And so this is a really weird contraption. It's a T flip-flop. So basically once you open it, this is not the delay circuit that we saw before, but once you open it, it will stay open until you do it again. So if we go up again, right? Also, as you can see, it still has the target area and still has the lectern area. and still has the transparency area, but these places are, these don't really have anything else to do with it. But we can go back up and trigger it again, right? And it should close. So that's, it's just a T flip-flop. It will stay closed until you reactivate it again. But yeah, very interesting. Different type here. I mean, it's a T flip-flop, but it's a very difficult T flip-flop. It's not like a regular T flip-flop. Okay, Amethyst Shards again. I don't think we found anything in that. Okay, more Amethyst Shards, not a different music disc. Okay, we got some Echo Shards here. Let's just take them to count them. So that we can try to get ourselves a recovery compass. So this is what these ancient cities are used for, by the way. What is it called? Unlusional. I was gonna say Unilusion, so I had to double check there. But these places only spawn in the Echo Shards. So ancient cities are worth exploring, but also worth exploring if you want some enchanted golden apples. We got some here. Another one here. There we go. We got some compasses. Interesting. We go up here. Another Echo Shard, so we need one more in order to get ourselves a recovery compass. Okay, we got a Swift Sneak 2 book in there. Obviously, you'd be going through this much slower. Okay, we got enough than I am right now. Much slower than I am right now. Swift Sneak 1. Hey, some more Echo Shards. And a regular Amethyst Shard there. And if we go over here, another Echo Shard. And oh, that's a pretty good hole right there. I don't think we've searched this one. Another Echo Shard. And a potion of regen. And another used hoe. Okay, anything else we haven't searched? So this is the entrance right here. I don't think we searched over here. Nothing over there. Something in here. Some more Echo Shards. Okay. So, I guess all of these are can't summon. Yeah. Can't summon true. So I think we searched up every one of them. And we can get 4. No, not 4. We can get 2 recovery compasses. So if we go into crafting table again, I'll show you. I mean, you can see it right here, but I'll show you the crafting table. Crafting recipe for it. Which is this, right? So you can make your own recovery compasses too, and these are probably going to be one of the rarest items. So if you have a trading economy on your server, you might want to use it. You might want to put it up for a high price, you know. So what's the compass used for? The compass is used for when you die. So you don't really want to carry this on you unless you're trying to find a place where you have died. So basically, if you die in the overworld here, right? Let's say we're here at actually, let's go to like TP ourselves to like 1000. I don't mean to do it like that. Actually, let's go like 120 or something like that. So we're 1000, right? And this thing is spinning all over the place. If we kill ourselves, we'll die. But now we have a death point in the overworld. So this will spin out of control in every other dimension that you did not die in, right? So now you can take a recovery compass to the location where you died, right? And we can circle around the location, right? We can circle around it and it will still point to 1000, 1000, right? So it goes to the place where you died, though it doesn't tell you what Y coordinate you're on, which might take a little bit longer for you to get your stuff back. So this thing will show you where you died in the dimension that you died. If we go to Nether, we can just kill ourselves again. So we died in the same spot. If we go to Nether, right, it will go out of whack like a regular compass would. So it's not pointing to a specific direction. And if we go to the end, it's not pointing to a specific direction again. So it's out of whack. You can only find the place where you're at, where you died in the dimension that you died. And it will reset every time you die. So if you're trying to get your stuff back, you should not die, but you should also try to get a recovery compass and try to get there as soon as possible. So you don't just perish. You don't just lose all your stuff. Hello, Locos de Por Vida Minecraft. How are you doing? How are you doing? Also, apparently, the cats despawned. The cats in the axolotls despawned. So that's interesting. But the frogs didn't, which is interesting as well. I didn't know that they would despawn and these guys wouldn't despawn. Interesting. And I didn't do a kill command on those specifically. Interesting. But yeah, we have the ALLAYs and the ancient cities. We just went over the ALLAYs. We could find them in wood dimensions and stuff like that. Although they are rare, and the wood dimensions may not even spawn the prison cells. So that's you have to go through a lot if you want to get it. But the ancient city now gets now you can get the Echo Shards, which are called soul shards in the article for some reason. So Echo Shards, which would be interesting to be farmed, because imagine this, right? You have a you have a Skulk Catalyst, right? And maybe if you maybe it sometimes spawns like crystallized Skulk or one of the drops. When you mine it with Fortune or something, Skulk with Fortune, or something, or just a Skulk vein. Maybe you can't get the Skulk veins, or you mine the Skulk veins with Fortune, right? You get like these Echo Shards, because these aren't really Skulk Shards, but they're kind of like they are Skulk colored. You know what I mean? Like I don't get the lore around it right now, but if you get like yourself a Skulk Catalyst, it's like the same color, right? Yeah, it literally has the same colors. So I'm not sure what you can do with this. Maybe a use for Wardens would be like if they like run at you, right? The ground they walk on turns into like Echo Catalyst or something like that. And you can mine those and get something out of it, but I don't know. It's an interesting tool. It's an interesting item. Welcome back, Tabby Earth. Tabby? we'll go back. But yeah, that's a recap for that stuff. Let's see. Anything else? The recipes for minecarts with chest furnace, TNT hopper are now shapeless. Now, I said this in the last stream, or the last time we looked at this kind of stuff, right? Get a boat here. That crafting table, that this was shapeless, right? And I would say that it doesn't really make sense for it to be shapeless. But it's still shapeless, and apparently you can use it with everything else. So let's get a minecart out here, right? And it's shapeless. You can place it anywhere you want. And as a bonus, right, you do that. Let's get ourselves another chest, right? Another chest, and let's get a rail. in addition to what we saw last time. Oh, that was a trap chest. Got the wrong chest. In addition to what we saw last time, that once we get a spruce boat with chest, right, it would drop as a spruce boat with a chest in it, and that wasn't true for other types of blocks or the other entities with these chest things in it, right? So TNT minecarts, hopper minecarts, yada yada. But now, as you can see, it still drops like that. But for the same thing happens with the minecart with chest, right? So basically, it is it has been every change that has been made to the spruce boat with chest that was different from the minecart with chest and anything with chest, or the minecart with anything, right, has been applied to those minecart with anythings, right? So basically, these things won't separate again, or like they used to. Which is, I don't know if that's a plus or minus, but I think it's a definitely interesting change. And only wool and wool carpets now block the sounds coming from note blocks. Now, note blocks are notoriously loud, but they're also notoriously known for being, what is it called? If you had something above it, it would play, right? So, if you know, you can always block a sound with a block, right? But now you can't do that without wool. So we get a wool block. It will stop. So if you ever want to block a no block sound, it would be with a wool block. But this also means that any contraptions that you now build with these no blocks can be placed like right underneath. If you, because before, right, like if you had anything above it, it would stop the sound, right? But all you need to do is wool or carpet, right? So if you don't want the sound to play like that, you do it like that. But now you can make one block less of height in order to have the no block play, right? So it's interesting. It's very interesting. Yo, hey Bear Stan, what's going on? How you doing? Mangrove Swamp. Oh yeah, we'll look at the Mangrove Swamp. I like how it's just playing. It's playing all the time. Hey. So that's how you shut it up, if you ever want to do that, right? So let's go look at a Mangrove Swamp. Actually, we'll TP like TP like 10,000 blocks away, because the first Mangrove Swamp that we find is like very 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 small. Not biome. Locate biome. Mangrove Swamp. So we'll find one here, right? And we'll go to it, look at it. And hopefully it's not a small one like we found at the beginning of the stream. And it looks to be a small one though. But yeah, as you can see, the mangrove swamps have been added. Though not to like, what is it called? Okay, those horses moved weirdly for a second there. Oh, but it's actually quite big. So these mangrove swamps spawn in more warmer areas. And as you can see, they are warmer because they're definitely more dense. And the trees are pretty large if you make them from the propagules. So, get propagule here, get a bone meal. You can grow these trees yourself. And these places will house bees if you need them. So basically, the bees are like acting like bugs, you know? Like very, very, like if you imagine a swamp in real life, you imagine like tons of little flying insects, right? So those guys are around. And also you get the mud on the ground, which is interesting. Because it does sink in a little bit, but you can also place grass on it. Actually, I'm not sure if you can actually place grass on it. Maybe it's just yeah, no, you can place grass on it. So as you heard that, right? a bee flew out of its hive, maybe right there. And this place, oh my goodness, this place is very dense, like a jungle biome. And even though it says you can like wade the rivers, you can like raft the rivers in these biomes, I doubt it. Like these roots go down pretty far, and also they there's not really that much besides this river biome, or this river cutting through it, right? Like if you don't find a large one, it's really not gonna be that good. But yeah, this is pretty large actually. I think this is the largest one that we found. Dang, look at this. Look at how dense this is. You can see the bees are like flying all around. My frames are getting framey. 20 FPS. But yeah, this is pretty dense. And you see all the trees, all the propagules that are growing. Also all the vines as well. And you can grow these trees by yourself now. Without having, if you didn't know before the snapshots, they would just grow into regular oak trees, but now that has changed. As you can see, the roots go down pretty far. But these blocks lay bare where they spawn, right? So technically you can keep growing them. Like side by side, you know what I mean? Like the roots don't prevent the spawn of other mangrove trees, right? So you can just keep on growing them in a line if you want to. But they grow thick and large. So this is not really I'm not sure if this is really viable for tree farming. Like you would have to do a lot of stuff to prevent a lot of the root placements. But you can also get frogs naturally in the wild as well, right? So I never spawned this frog in here, but these frogs will spawn here in the what is it? This is the worm, because these mangrove swamps grow in warmer areas. So you get the worm frogs as well, yada yada. You get really dark canopies, which is pretty cool, I think. But yeah, these are very laggy places. They're almost like the next jungle. Yo, this is how I play Minecraft all the time. The frame's low. Yeah. So there's barely any mud as well. Like the mud's not like, it's not like overgrown with mud, right? It's not like overtaken with mud. I think the mud maybe should go deeper or something like that, because this looks kind of weird. But yeah, there's mud everywhere if you really want mud as well. But also, we did the whole dripstones thing that we did at the beginning. We did it with mud, right? The mud can be crafted, or can convert into clay if we do this right. If we do like 4 of them, we can probably get this like that, and then we can game rule random tick speed to like 300, and as you can see, it's converting to clay, albeit like slowly. Right, so now you got renewable clay, and that's pretty much it. That's pretty much it for that. Let's see what else. I think that's it. We kind of covered everything that was in this new snapshot and the last week's snapshot, because I didn't have the, what is it called? I was kind of not feeling good that week. But look at this. This is kind of interesting, but it kind of looks kind of ugly. You know what I mean? And look at all these frogs, right? There's frogs everywhere. So you won't have to breed for the warm biome frogs if you want to. If you don't want to, but you'll have to breed for the temperate frogs and the cold biome frogs, because these mangrove swamps won't spawn there, right? Unless you get really lucky and you get a random place where a mangrove swamp is right next to a place, right next to a cold place or whatever, and frogs are spawning next to the border. But yeah, this, I think it looks pretty cool. It's just way more dense than I thought it would be. Also, we have a pillager outpost for randomness. And they both have iron golems in it. We don't get any special allays, which is sad. We've been through a lot more pillager outposts, and we haven't seen one allay, which is sad. Sad. But we have seen a lot for these snapshots, or this week's snapshot, and hopefully 1.19 does not become a very, very framey mess. Like, this is supposed to be a good PC, right? And I'm barely getting that much frames. This is probably why I play with sodium all the time. Fabric with sodium. But yeah, I think that's going to be it for this stream. We've covered everything that we need to cover, or that has been in there, except for a few bugs. I didn't explicitly like go through every single bug like I did before, because they're kind of boring, and there's a lot just dealing with certain Warden stuff, certain Shriekers stuff, and things will get fleshed out in the future. Like we only went over what I thought was interesting. Okay, that was a weird angle. As I skimmed through it, but yeah, I think this is gonna be it for this stream. Thanks for coming along. Thanks for coming online. Have a good day, good night, good life. I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye. Whoosh. Waterproof.